installment, and basically want to answer some of you guys' questions. A couple of the questions was, when do I purchase my first home? I've been preparing my credit. Um, I don't have any inquiries. My score is here. When is the right time to purchase that first property? Rather it's an investment property, or rather you want to just escape paying rent to somebody else that doesn't get you or doesn't go to nowhere else. You're paying somebody else's equity off in the property. So when is the right time? So typically for an FHA loan, your credit score is going to need to be at a 580 at least. 580 credit score. If you want a conventional, your credit score is going to have to be at 620 to 680 to get that. Okay? And the better your score, the better your rates. Better the score, better your rates. So when is the perfect time? Well, when an opportunity presents itself, for example, if you have a nice house that's run down, but is in a prosperous neighborhood that you can fix up, the house might be 175. So you might, it might need foundational work, total foundational work. That's going to cost you at least 50 grand, easy. Foundational work and flooring and stuff. So let's say you put 100 grand into the property. So you're all into this property for, um, one, two. You're all in for 250. You bought it for 150. You put 100,000 in it. You're all in for 250. You can either refinance that thing, get it appraised because it's going to be worth more now that you renovated it. It's not going to be that same price that you paid for it. That 150 is going to actually be up with the renovations. So you could now refinance that property, or you can sell it. Or if you're cool with slow money, you can even rent out the property and create a cash flow. So if your mortgage is every bit of $1,700 a month, you know, you're paying $1,700 a month mortgage. You rent it out to somebody, you charge every bit of $2,500. It's going to create a little cash flow. It's not only going to pay your mortgage off for you and leave you in good standing with that, it's also going to give you a couple extra dollars at the end of the month to use for another investment vehicle if you want to purchase another property. Or you can refinance that property and go purchase your next one. FHA time length, I believe is 6 months that you have to live in there. So when they ask you a question, when your lender asks you a question and say, "Is this primary residency?" Of course, they don't want to hear, "Oh no, man, I'm about to invest. I'm about to." They don't want to hear that. Stop volunteering information. Yes, it's primary residency. That's why it's so important to have a guide, a coach that can guide you through the process. So to answer your question, right now is the right time. If you find a good house, it might need slight repairs. That's so cheap. That's a great investment. You find a foreclosed house that you know is worth more than it's selling for. That's a good opportunity. That's a good opportunity. But I would never, just buy a straight already finished house for 400,000. Not at all. Not at all. You got to think smart. You got to think smart. And if you have to squeeze into the little house that you have just to get it off the 6 months so you can sell it or rent it, it is what it is. You'll go from paying somebody over 2K a month for your place of residency to paying only 17 a month and getting it brand new and everything you wanted. So you got to think smarter, not harder.